What is up, YouTube? Boy here, back with some more Duel. A few minutes ago, I ran into this zombie deck in ranked. Now, before I get into it, I just want to say that I really have a problem with Master Duel, and that is the fact that while it normally does save ranked replays and event replays, it doesn't save room replays, which I think they should add that feature to make the game a little bit more dynamic. But anyway, here's the deck I ran into, and of course, running Max C, running Ash Blossom. Everybody's been running that shit. And here's one of the annoying cards. This is one of the key cards. Pay close attention to that. And then here is Zombie World. And here is Vampire Kingdom. Now, this card has the effect of when a card is sent from the opponent's deck to the graveyard, you can target one card on the field and one dark vampire monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, destroy that target. So these three cards right here were pretty much, I feel, the key to this guy's victory. Another key card I feel that he needed was this card right here. So this card can only come out if there is a card in the field zone. Now, I don't really think it matters whose field it is. So we're just going to check the replay. Sorry for the silence. So here is the replay. As DK would have said, as DK would say, inspired by him, Hajime. So I'm the first one to go. I put my field spell in there. Put Shadow Hedgehog face down. Now, if you remember my archetype breakdown of the Shadow archetype, this card is actually a key component for the combos you're going to see here in a minute. So, we're just going to continue the game. He sets 2 face down. Summons 1. Activates effect. I'm going to slow this down a little bit for you. He can target any face-up monster on the field, increase its level by 1. And then there's this card. Necro World Banshee. I don't think he drew into this, but you're going to see what happens here in a second. He activates the effect, banishes it, sets one zombie world directly from the deck to the field zone. Some of you might be familiar with that setup. It's not the exact same, but it is very similar to how the Nuberon archetype works, where if you control no cards on the field, you have Nuberon Wall in your hand or on the field, you could discard it, get one Nuberon Network directly from your deck, and add it to the field zone. Works very similarly, only it's a lot more effective, and it doesn't require those restrictions. It doesn't have those restrictions. So then he sends a vampire monster to the field, to the graveyard. On turn, he has increased his card's level by 5. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, he's setting up for an XZ summon of some kind. So this card's going to be a problem. I need to take it out, and I need to take it out quick. I'm thinking I don't know when he's going to do that XZ summon, but I need to take this card out before he gets a chance to do that. So, ending his turn, it's my go. Draw. Summon Wendy to the field. Activate Hedgehog to get Schism. Now, I talked about this before. Shadow Hedgehog allows me to target one Shadow spell or trap in my deck, add it to my hand, except for its field spell for some reason, which really doesn't make sense. Anyways, continue. I go into the battle phase, see what kind of face downs he has. Now, what you saw right there, that was Scrap Iron Scarecrow. He activated it because Wendy has 1500 attack versus 1300 attack. He would have lost 200. But because Scrap Iron Scarecrow was activated, that didn't happen. So I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be the gimmick. So I'm looking at my hand, and I'm looking at my field, right? And I'm keeping in mind my extra deck. I'm thinking, as soon as I see that, I was like, okay, the battle phase was just to test the waters there. See how he responds. Here's my response to that. Link Summon. Link Summon. Activate effect. Fusion Summon. Shadow Construct. Activate effect. Add card. Send to the graveyard. Shadow Dragon. Pop that Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Send it to the graveyard. Bye. Activate effect in graveyard. Discard. Bring back. Activate. Activate effect. Negate. Negate the field spell. Face down. So here's what he does. Activates another face. Sets another face down. Activates effect. Activate. Banish, banish. Wendigo. Now, Wendigo is not exactly useful by itself. I'm pretty sure I could find some other use in other decks, but in a pure Shadow deck, it's not exactly that great. However, I'm using it as a scare tactic to make him think that I'm going to activate the quick effect. Because look at my board right now. Auto destruction during battle phase. Negates face-up effects. What exactly can he do here in response? Activates the book. Doom King Baladrock. You're gonna see why this card is thing to deal with. So, his Unizombie is at level 6. His Doom 8, I'm thinking, okay, he's going to XZ summon into a rank 8. So I need to take this guy out before he gets a chance to do that. So, my turn. Draw. Pop. Destroy. And I've shut down his XZ strategy. Now, let me show you. Doom King has the effect. If a face-up card is in a field zone, and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card in defense position. You can only use this effect of Doom King Baladrock once per turn. So this is during either player's turn, and I don't think it matters whose field it is. If there's a field card in a field zone, you can bring this card to the field in defense position. So, in response, I bring out Winda. Winda has the effect of neither player can special summon more than one monster per turn. So what I've done here is I have created a loop. And you're about to see that loop in action. So he brings it back face down. Now, pay close attention. I have El Shaddolls Fusion in hand. This is going to come in very importantly in just a moment. So I declare battle phase. Activates Mirror Force. Now pay close attention. Activate. Send. Send. Summon in defense. Because this only affects attack position monsters. It doesn't affect face-up defense position monsters. Winda is unaffected by this. Had I not done that, I would have been down 2 monsters, and he would have broken through So I'm holding down the fort. And I pop his face down. All of that went pretty fast. So now we're going to continue. Activate. Brings out another field spell. Bring out App Cologne. App Cologne. Negate. Bounce back to hand. Battle phase. Now, Schism, because I summoned Winda using Schism, I cannot use her to attack directly, so that's why I used her to attack Doom King first and then swing. Had I not done that, it would have been a bit of a struggle. Brings it back again. Banish, banish. Brings back my other window. Send back to the graveyard. Banish, flip face down because it doesn't matter. And now I have game here. Destroy. End game. Fool. As DK would say. So, just to reiterate, this was my opponent's deck. Doom King, Unizombie, Vampire Kingdom, Zombie World, Mirror Force, Scrap Iron Scarecrow. That was his game plan. And here he has Link Karibo, Fibrax, which is now currently banned in the OCG right now. But it's not banned in Master Duel, but it's going to be banned in Master Duel pretty soon. Underworld, Goddess of the Closed World. This, I'm assuming, would be his last-ditch effort and his win condition. So you just Scoldred. Also has Vampire Sucker. And Nether Soul Dragon. I have no idea what this does. Must first be superhuge to summon monsters. Cannot be destroyed by battle with this card. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles a monster that has an original level, that monster's attack becomes 0. Also, if that monster is still face up on the field, special summon 1 Dark Soul token. Okay. So yeah, I had full option coverage, and because of the way I had my board set up, I locked him out of a lot of options. So once I got rid of Scrap Iron Scarecrow, or Vampire Domination, whichever one it was. So this has pretty hard activation requirements, so even though he had it face down, which he probably did, I wasn't too worried about it. because he didn't have any vampire monsters on the field. And I locked him out from getting any on the field in the first place. So, that's the deck. That's my dub. And that does it for this video. If you liked it, click that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see the future. Also, click the notification bell if you want to be notified for when I upload another video. And last but not least, don't forget to share this one with a friend. Thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you all in the next one. Stay lovely, my friends.